So I decided, that I have the funniest stories. Like that time when I told y'all about the man said, give me some of my biscuit. And I was in the car and I threw the biscuit and he caught it and ate it. The man in the 18-wheeler. I was like, you know what, girl, you be having some crazy stories. And if people wasn't there, they wouldn't even believe you. So I said, you know what? Let me just tell you about some of our and my escapades. Okay, let me see. My daughter decides she wants to take, I think we had to go to Florida because my granddaughter had a basketball game. So my daughter is like, Mommy, why don't you come on and go? We go with the kids. It'd be almost like a girls' trip. I was like, okay, let's go. So this was on the day. It's always something every time I go to Florida. I don't know what it is about Florida. I'm going to tell you about the other most extreme Florida trip. But for this one, last day, we are literally, I'm like, okay, we had a few, but we still, it wasn't as bad as the other one trips. So we're leaving. We get in a car. So you know how when you get in the car, everybody is like, listen, we're about to get on the road. I think it was like minimal 6-hour trip. So we're like, everybody, okay, we're going to go to the bathroom, get us a couple of snacks. We're going to get on the road, whoop-de-woo, do the thing. So I've been holding it, right? I gotta go. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta pee so bad. Let me just go. So I told him, slow down. I jump out the car first, right? I run into the bathroom. So I'm running. Now, I don't know what it was about this bathroom. I want to say, were we in Clearwater? I can't remember what part of Florida we were in. But for some reason, the bathroom was like small. And it didn't have that many people in there. So I think my daughter had been walking around. They got out the car and one of them went in maybe before me, but I jumped in to go to the bathroom, right? So I'm going and, I know a lot of people might do differently, but with us, when we go to the bathroom to pee, you just pull your pants down and you standing up, but you kind of, like you bending over, you holding your pants and stuff at your knees. So, you don't want nothing to get on there. You don't want no, what you call them bugs? Them, crabs or none of that kind of junk to get on your, your clothes, right? So I'm running. I finally found one. I was like, oh my gosh. But when I get in, the stall is like little. The bathroom is little. And I was like, oh my gosh. I don't like for things to be like touching up against me when I go in the bathroom like that. I'm like trying to hang my bag up and things like that, just trying to make sure. But I recall with this one, show you how close it was. In order for me to close the door, I had to like lean back and work myself and maneuver myself around. So I was like, ooh, close the door finally, right? I'm like, let me hurry up, pull my pants down. Now, at this point, I thought, because I had to go to the bathroom so bad, and I assumed that I had locked the door. But apparently I hadn't. So as I proceed to pull my pants down and I'm trying to concentrate with caution to not get nothing nasty on me, I lean my head down towards the door like this. And as I did, I promise y'all, I started seeing stars. I believe I saw the Star Spangled Banner. I believe I saw 4th of July. I believe I saw everything but the promised land. Let me tell you. I had so much pain in the top of my head. Come to find out, somebody, as I was leaning down, somebody had kung fu kicked the door. The door hits me, slam me in the top of my head. Now, I know that's a little disgusting, but I'm just going to tell you the truth. That wouldn't be truth hurts if I didn't tell you the truth. Now, I went in there with the sole intention of standing up, pulling my pants down, and peeing. But when that door hit me in my head, and I saw the Star Spangled Banner, oh say, can you see? Or however it go, baby, everything turned loose. You hear me? The number one and the number two started flowing from a standing up position. So mind you, I'm trying not to make an absolute mess because I'm peeing and pooping at the same time, believe it or not. And this pain in the top of my head, I promise you, I felt like I had brain damage. So, and I mean, you know how when the cops come and bust in the door like a SWAT, boom! That's how they kicked me, in the center of my head. And I guess because the door was so close, it was like hard impact right on the top of my head. So I screamed, and I guess nothing happened from there. I didn't know what had happened. I almost lost consciousness in a standing position. So finally, once I pulled my head together, and I'm like, thank you, Jesus, I'm still alive. I ain't know if it was a raid. I ain't know what was going on. I just lost all common sense. It's the one I found my way back to the car. But I got myself cleaned up and got myself all together and went back to the car. And I'm walking like when they tell you to walk the line for the DUI. You would have thought I had all kind of drinks because that's how bad my head. I really thought I had brain damage. I get to the car. My kids are like, Mommy, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, so they looking at me. So I finally get myself together. They said, what happened? I say, I pulled my pants down and pee, and somebody karate kicked, SWAT kicked the door, and it hit me in my head. If y'all hear my stomach, that's because I had some milk. Oh, some 1% milk. But anyway, I said somebody judo karate kicked the door, and it slammed and hit me in my head. Like, boom! That's what noise the door made, right? People, why I tell you, my daughter kind of starts to laugh and tell my Mommy, I'm so sorry. I had to pee real bad too. And I was just kicking them stalls open to see was somebody in it. So you done kicked me in my head. What they say, blunt force trauma. You done kicked me in my head because you got to pee. And you done caused me to pee and poop at the same time. I didn't even know it was possible. And then you gonna laugh? And then guess what? Then she gonna tell me, Mommy, don't feel bad. I kicked another door and kicked the old lady in the head. So you done kicked two old ladies in the head in the same door. What's wrong with you just pushing the door? What's wrong with a good old-fashioned knock, knock, knock? Where you get this SWAT kick from? Who taught you that? Wasn't me. Who taught you that? Okay, so now that's the first trip. Well, no, I'm not even going to tell you the first trip. The next story that I'm about to tell y'all is going to be even more extreme than this. So you're going to see why I feel the way I feel about Florida. Okay? So make sure you follow up for this next story that I'm about to give you about Florida. And you're going to see why Florida got it out for me for some reason. I don't know what's going on.